Our target is we like to offer our love and kindness, our metta, to all sentient beings. That is the target. But on the way to get there, we just can't bring our love and kindness to all sentient beings. At first, we have to practice to give love and kindness to ourselves first. As soon as we can feel love and kindness for ourselves, as soon as we have enough happiness for ourselves, as soon as we can live a content life, as soon as we feel strong, as soon as we have enough compassion, love and kindness in ourselves, and then we can bring that value and share that value to the other.
And I heard once a blessed one was telling in Jariha and mountain together with the great gathering of the Sangha of monks and the great gathering of the Sangha of Bodhisattvas. Before we keep going to practice the second immeasurable, the compassion mind, I'd like to invite everybody learning Dharma, and Dharma will teach us what is the reality of life. When we can understand the reality of life, the reality of the nature, the reality of what we call I, the reality what we call mind, the reality what we call suffering or happiness. So as soon as we understand the reality, we will have the strong motivation to practice. We will know why we have to practice. If we don't understand why, and then if a 10,000 Buddha come and asking you to practice, still hard, because we don't understand why we have to practice. So as soon as we practice, as soon as we understand why we have to practice, we don't need anyone to push us. We straight away jump into practice. Okay. So now I'd like to invite everybody to observe our physical body. Observe our physical body right now. Everybody here, we are so fortunately, we inherit our all good karma. Right now, we have very good organ to see the object. That is our eyes. Right now, we very fortunately to inherit our good karma in the past. We had very good organ to hear. Those are our ears right now. We got very good body right now to sense. You know, my mother, many years before, she got a sickness. And that time she was in Vietnam and she haven't got the right medication. Her sickness destroys her nerve system. So right now we very good. Our tummy, our our lower part we can sense, and it's wealth. But in case of my mother, her lower part here, she can't sense anything, just in pain. She hurt all the time. If someday some of you can meet my mother, she go Hattie, you will see her face not like you. You so relaxing, you so happy, we so well, we look all bright, we look all well. But my mother, most of the time, she experienced the pain, the hurt in her abdomen here in her tummy area. So we're so lucky, we got this body, is working very well. Our ear can hear the sound very well. Our eyes can see the size very well. Our body can sense the object very well. Okay, our nose, our tongue, they do very good work. They do very good work. Okay. And the Buddha says, we even more fortunately, because not only we got the organs, the good organs in our body, we also have a good mind, the good awareness. Okay, a good mind. When I see the object, the camera in front of me, or the bell in front of me, or the paper, or the teaching in front of me, okay, what you see in front of you there, okay, in front of us is the object we see. So this is the object of our eyes. Okay, we got the object, and then we got the good eyes. Good eye can see the object in the right way. Like me, I don't have the good eye. What I see is very blurred, not like what you see. Your eye is very good, a lot better than me, so you look at the object, you see it's very good because it's very clear and it's in the right shape. To me, my eye is not very good. I look at the object, what I see is completely different with what you see. You see a lot clearer than me, I see a lot blurred than you. So what I see and what you see completely different depends on how good our organ. Right? How good our organ. Okay. And then one more thing. If I don't have the mind with me right now, even I look at the table, I didn't see the paper, right? If you don't have awareness with you, even you got the good eyes, you have the clear object, it's just very, very clear out there. You go pass by and you didn't see. It's happened all the time. Because we didn't have the mindfulness. The awareness of the eye didn't go, didn't catch at that moment. So in order to see the object, we need the good organ to use to see it, the good eye to see it, and also we need the mind, the awareness. 3 items meet together for us to see the object, right? If that 3 things not connected at the same time, at the right place, even the object happen, we don't see. Okay, we don't see. And the Buddha said, we have the object, we have the organ, we also have the mind, we also have the awareness. And more than that, we have the wisdom. The difference the untraining mind and the training mind is what we choose when we see the object, when we hear the object. Okay, let me say it again. The differences between the untraining mind and training mind is how we behave when we see the object or when we hear the object. That makes it different. Okay, let me give you a sample. I really love orchid. I really love orchid. The orchid happened in front of me. This is the object. I have the organs. I see very clearly the object. I see very clearly the beauty of the orchid flower in front of me. And my mind stays with me all the time. So when I see the orchid here, it catches my eye straight away, and I found out, I catch the beauty of the orchid straight away in a second. And then now is the difference between the untraining mind and training mind. Okay. The training mind will process like this. Oh, how beautiful the orchid is. How beautiful. I do appreciate my body. I can see the beauty of the orchid very clear. And then that's it. I'm not going to cling into that. I do not have the wish to catch it, to turn it become mine. But the untraining mind, it will process like this. Okay. Oh, so beautiful, huh? It's so beautiful. How much is it? Oh, how can I get it? How can I get it? That's the untraining mind. When we see something we like, we try to get it, we try to attach to it, and we want to turn it become mine. To make it become mine. And if we can't use the good karma action to take it, and if that object is too beautiful, so attractive, we really like it, and we do like to get it, to turn it become mine, and we don't have enough reasonable action. If someone have untraining mind, they will use unskillful action. They will use bad karmic action to turn it become them, become theirs, become mine. That is how the bad karmic action happen. It happens like the process like that. Most of the things you will see. And when we already completed a bad karmic actions, sooner or later, the bad karmic result will happen. For sure, 100% sure. As soon as we finish the bad karmic action, the bad karmic result will happen. 100% sure, sooner or later. And when the bad karmic action comes and opens, it's happening into our life, we get suffering. That's how the suffering comes. The suffering always comes with some reason. Happiness comes with some reason. Suffering comes with some reason. Both suffering or happiness, they come in with reason. Nothing has no reason. You never imagine how good you are in your past
Right now, this life, you have your precious body, you have your precious mind, you have your, and now we can learn Dharma, precious Dharma. You never imagine how good you were in your past. Right now you have this precious life. Yes, something around us, something good, something not very good. Yes. As the law of karma, what we experience is all coming from our karmic force in the past. If right now we experience something we do not like, we dislike, it's come from our past. We do something to bring the dislike to the other. This life we experiencing the happiness, the right thing. It means in the past we already did something right, something meaningful. We bring happiness to the other in the past. So right now we experience so much happiness. We experience so much prosperity. We experience so much wealth, wealthy body in these lifetimes because of all our good karmic force in our past life. Look at the other beings right now. They have a lot of suffering. They suffer too much. I have one best friend. She comes to the temple all weekdays. She got 2 children, 1 daughter and 1 son. Her only son, when 18 years before, when he just was born, he normal like the other boys, other young boy. When he turned to 1 year old, his brains didn't work. His body didn't work. She took her to the doctor. The doctor immediately gave him to the hospital. And then after the wound check, they had to say to her, to my friends, ladies, I'm so sorry. Your child got very terrible brain sickness, and from now on to the end of his life, he become fully disability. 18 years already, the mother looked after her son, and her son fully 100% disability. You see how good we are, how lucky we are, how lucky we are, friends, how lucky we are. And okay, now we have object, we have good organs, we have our precious mind, and also we have Dharma. What Dharma teach us? Dharma teach us how to pick up the right choice when our organ contact with the external world. When our organ contact with the external world, we always have 2 options to choose. One option is negative, one option is positive. One option is compassion, one option is ego. We always have 2 options to choose. We're very lucky, we always have choice in our life. So when our eyes seeing something, when our ear hearing the noise, our ear hearing the sound, hearing anything, we always have 2 options, 2 choices for us to choose what we should behave, to treat, to accept, to receive that external world. We always have that. Okay, now let me give you example. You know, on last Friday, we are one of 50 Vietnamese in Australia invited by Mr. Prime Minister to Prime Minister House in Sydney. Australian government like to celebrate the contributions of Vietnamese community in Australia. This year is 50 years. It's so happy. That was so happy moment. It's so proud. And something, you know, something somehow only Buddhism, only the Buddhist leadership presented to the religious leadership on that event, on that function. There are only Buddhist venerable monks and nuns there. Okay. And after that good moment, when we coming back, we say, oh, there should be more than 50 people. Not only 50 people, we should have 100 people or 1,000 people to be in that special function. And when we took photo, we're so happy. But when we like to share that photo into our YouTube or our Facebook, we like to share to a broader community. And then, as I always tell you, just wait a second before we do anything. Wait a second. And I found out there are so many venerable monks and venerable nuns in this nation. Only few of us have the privilege to celebrate with Mr. Prime Minister. Should we publish this photo? If we publish this photo, what the other venerable monks and nuns think? Oh, it's not good then. It's not good then. So I'm going to let my friend know. Okay, don't do anything. Don't share anything. I just share to our class. That's it. And then we choose the option not sharing to a broader community. Because when the people see it, what will they think? We care for the emotions of the other. If we use our ego, it's very good. Oh, we very good. We had a chance to take photo with Mr. Prime Minister. It's good. That's all coming from our ego. And if we care for the other, we're not going to do it. So whatever happen, we always have option to choose what we should do, what we should not do. And we like to use Dharma in every action, even it's little or big. We never use our ego to take action. We try not to use our ego to take action. We like to use wisdom, we like to use love and kindness, we like to use compassion to take action. Because if we're going to use compassion or love and kindness to take action, it will bring a sense of happiness to the other. That's the karmic force. If we're going to use our ego to take action, it will bring the sense of suffering to the other. We don't want it. We really don't want it. So in any action to our loved one, to ourselves, to our loved one, to our college, to our company, to to anyone. We like to use the wisdom. We like to use love and kindness. We like to use compassion to offer to the external world. Because we understand very clearly all suffering coming from the bad karma, the cause of suffering. All suffering coming from the causes of suffering. And the root causes of suffering is hatred, anger, ignorance, and ego. Okay, we do understand that very clearly. So, okay, now is the good time for us to coming back the four immeasurables. So the second one, we practicing compassion. When we say we practicing compassion, actually what we're going to do. When we say we practicing compassion, actually we practice to pray for all mother sending beings and ourselves. And I be free from all suffering. And more important, stop the causes of suffering. Because as long as we still doing the causes of suffering, suffering happen. It's very easy. It's very easy. If we keep going to create the causes of suffering, suffering keep going, and keep going, coming back. So when we say we practice compassion, it means we have the deep, very, very deep wish all sentient beings and I be free from suffering and stop the causes of suffering. When we teach our children, we always say, daughter, son, my dear, everybody like happiness. You remember, when you're grown up, when I'm not around with you, always create the causes of happiness. Don't create the causes of unhappiness, because as long as you created the causes of unhappiness will come to you. So when we teach our children, we not only feed them, we not only take them to the school, we not only buy them the technology things. We like to educate them, we like to teach them. Everybody likes happiness. Make sure we create a lot of causes of happiness. That's why in our temple we practice giving all the time. Whenever we have chance to practice giving, we do a lot of giving. Every year we try our best to do the offering trip, to do offering to the Buddha, to the Dharma, and to the Sangha. And right now, there's so many few thousand monks and nuns. They have very limited material life, and they all practicing Dharma in India. So that's why every year we try our best to save something we can to practice dana, to practice giving. Because when we create the causes of happiness, happiness will come in not only into the one we have, but it's coming back to our life. It's coming back into our life. You remember last week we practiced the first immeasurable is love and kindness. We practice. How we practice? We hold the wish as long as we can.
Last week I already shared with you, so this week I like to share it again. What I'm going to do every day. Every day, when I practice the 4 immeasurable, I practice like this. If I'm going to practice the second one, this week we practice the second one, practice the compassion quality. So we will cultivate very strong wish in our mind. May all mother sending beings and I be free from suffering and stop the causes of suffering. May all mother sending beings and I be free from suffering and stop the causes of suffering. May all sending beings and I be free from suffering and stop the causes of suffering. I put my mind deep down into that stage of wishes. And then I hold that wish as long as I can. Normally, I hold that wish 20 seconds, or 21 seconds, or 25 seconds. Whenever, sometimes I'm lazy, so I just hold that wish for 20 seconds, 25 seconds. So if we practice the 4 immeasurables, all 4 wishes, it took us around 25 seconds for a wish. So 4 wishes is how long? 25 seconds, 50 seconds, 100 seconds. 100 seconds only for 4 wishes, for 4 immeasurables. If I'm not lazy, what will I do? If I'm not lazy, I put my mind in that stage, the whole rosary, the whole length. It took me around 109. It took me around 2 minutes. 2 minutes for one wish. When I'm going to practice to share our love, I'm going to practice like this. May all mother sending beings and I have happiness and create the causes of happiness. I cultivate the happiness in my mind strongly. Cultivate the happiness in our mind strongly. We stay in that state of happiness. We hold that happiness and we visualize that happiness to all people around us, our loved ones, our students, our college, to many people as possible. To me, every evening I practice offering happiness, offering long life to all beings in sick rooms. That's what I practice every evening. But when we go to practice the 4 immeasurable, we're going to practice each immeasurable at least 25 seconds or 20 seconds. We put our mind deep down into that wish. We put our mind deep down into that wish and we hold that wish very strong in our mind. We hold it. We hold it. Okay, so I like to invite everybody have something like this, so you can measure the time. Okay, if anyone like, you can have something rosary like this and bring it to me. Every night I do the praying. I can share our praying with you. Okay, so yeah, that's how we practice. Instead of we hold the hatred in our mind, we should hold the compassion quality in our mind. Instead of we angry with someone, we hold that negative emotion too long. In our mind, we hold the love and kindness quality in our mind. If you notice, you will see if someone brings us something like we don't like, we hold that feeling of dislike for too long. An hour, 2 hours, a day, 2 days. When we angry someone, we angry so long. That's why the Buddha, he's so compassionate. He teach us the way how to get out of our hatred, get out of our ego, get out of our ignorance. Instead of we hold the feeling of hatred someone, instead of we holding the feeling of unsatisfied, instead of we holding the feeling of dislike something, now we turn our mind. We hold the feeling of happiness. We hold the feeling of sympathy. We hold the feeling of love and kindness to all sentient beings. It will reprogram our mind from negative to positive. It will slowly reprogram our mind from samsara to enlightenment mind. And you will see how amazing when we practice Dharma, because as soon as we understand Dharma, we can do it any time in our daily life. We can practice 24 hours in 7 days a week, not only in the morning or in the evening. Every day we always have tea time, every day we always have break time, every day we always have some time we go to the restroom. Okay, stay in the restroom in a minute. Practice for immeasurable. If you're telling me to go, I'm so busy, I don't have any time. So in that case, I'm going to ask you stay in the restroom 1 more minute to practice immeasurable. But I'm sure everyone can find a few minutes to practice. Practice Bodhicitta, just take you a minute. Practice for immeasurable, just take you 1 minute or 2 minutes. We practice compassion, we practice control ourselves before we take any action, before we saying anything. It just takes a second to think before we say. Just few seconds is good enough. Few seconds can rescue our relationship. Few seconds can break our relationship. It happens all the time. When we hurt someone, we say something bad to someone, just few seconds. I don't love you anymore. You count how long? I don't love you anymore. Just few seconds. You hurt, you break the heart of the other. Instead of saying that, oh, whatever happened to you, I still love you. Just few seconds. We bring a lot of happiness, a lot of understanding offer to the other. Just few seconds. Just few seconds. And the secret is the external world not always happening in the way we like. It's always happening in the ways we like or we dislike. The secret is it doesn't matter we like or we dislike. We just use our loving kindness and compassion to behave with that external world. That's the thing. If someone don't have the good mind training, they just like what they like. But to us, we practice Dharma,
It doesn't matter what we like or what we dislike. We just use our love and kindness and compassion to behave with that external world. That's the secret of Dharma practice. The secret of Dharma practice is come from we do not care much what we like or what we dislike. We just use our love and kindness and our compassion to treat, to behave with the external world. That's the secret. Okay, so this week we practice compassion. We make a commitment to ourselves from now on. We're not going to we're not going to realize any cause of suffering any longer. We make a commitment with ourselves from now on until the end of this life. We're not going to create any causes of suffering because we understand as long as we create the causes of suffering, the suffering comes. So we're not going to do it anymore. And then we wish all sentient beings can do it. That's the practice of compassion. May all mothers, sentient beings, and I be free from suffering and stop the causes of suffering. That's the practice of compassion. So far we already went through the first quality of mind is love and kindness, and today the second, the precious quality of mind is compassion. So next week we will do joy. And the week after we do equanimity. I love equanimity. I'm waiting for that moment so I can share equanimity with you all. So let's use this week to practice compassion. Yeah? Okay. Thank you so much for today. If you have any question, you're all welcome to share your question in our group, and then I try my best to learn and then to share the question, to share our answer with you in our group. Okay, now let's do the dedication. Whatever merits I have accumulated through virtuous actions may become the cause for the enlightenment of all beings. May all beings be free from suffering, and may they achieve Buddhahood. I just found some time to give all of us some guideline to do the mind training for immeasurable practice. So let's go through the guideline, and then we like to ask for co-joys. Please help us to send this material in our groups so all the other can have it. Okay. We all know we are all stuck in the samsara many lives. The reason we keep coming back in samsara, we stuck in the circle of suffering because of our ego, because of our anger, because of our hatred, because of our conditional love. We love someone, but we love the condition. And as long as we love someone with condition, with our ego, by the end of the day, instead of we get the benefit from love, we get the benefits, we get the suffering from our ego, our conditional love. So
Buddha, he taught us in order to have the fulfillment, the satisfaction, the real happiness, we should go beyond our ego. We should go beyond our ego. When we love with unconditional love. And how to practice it. So the Buddha gave us the teaching on the four immeasurable mind. And because so many lives in the past, we didn't practice the enlightenment mind, we didn't practice immeasurable mind. So in order to get the immeasurable mind, we had to practice. We had no other choice. This is our new skill. So in order to learn new skill, we only have one option: practice, practice, practice. So I found sometimes in the scripture, and I put into the guideline, the simple guideline for you. Okay, the simple guideline for you. So in our mind training, to practice the four immeasurable mind training, so each section, each time we do the mind training, we should looking for some time for ourselves. Okay, we spend too much time for many things, but by the end of the day, what we gain from it? We gain suffering, we gain unsatisfied. So it's really worth if we're looking for some time for ourselves now to practice, to develop ourselves, develop our heart. And in here, you will see our training times should around at least 15 minutes. At least 15 minutes. Or we can say 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And our each times when we sit down, our training time should have 3 sections. If our training times, let's say we have 30 minutes, so we divide into 3, 10, 10, 10. Or let's say we have 50-minute training time, we divide into 3, 5, 5, 5. Okay? So the first section should be 5. Let's say we have 50 minutes, so the first session we will have 5 minutes. What we're going to do in these 5 minutes? We're going to sit down. And then let our body, let our mind rest, calming. We settle down all the daily life activities. Okay, so 5 minutes for preparation. And in that time, we're going to appreciate our body, appreciate our breath, appreciate the precious Dharma. So let the appreciation, relaxation come up, and all the ego activity settle down in that 5-minute section. Okay? So that 5-minute section will be the preparation. Now everything good. We're going to the next section, the second section, and we also call that the central part of the meditation section. So what we're going to do in the central part? Okay, now. contents of the four immeasurables. So in the four immeasurables, we will have the love and kindness, the compassion, the joy, and the equanimity. Equanimity, okay? So each part, let's say the first one, love and kindness. In simplified love, love and kindness. What's going to happen in love and kindness? We cultivate strongly the wish, may all sentient beings and I have happiness, and create the causes of happiness. Okay, look, now everybody look. Because so many life, we very, very close to the idea of ego. It's very hard for us. Straight away we jump into all sentient beings. So the best we going to practice to wish the happiness for ourselves first. And then we move to our close one, and then finally we move to all sentient beings. We're not going to jump into sentient beings straight away because our mind not get into it. We not get into it. So we practice with ourselves first. We wish. We cultivate the strong wish ourselves have happiness first. Okay, so what we will say? We will say, may I have happiness and create the causes of happiness. Okay, may I have happiness and create the causes of happiness. We can't have happiness until we create the causes of happiness. The Buddha, even the Buddha stay here, he can't help us if we don't have any causes of happiness. The only one can rescue us, save us out of suffering is only us, because we created the causes of happiness and we worth. Now our reward is happiness. So when after the day long with so many emotions up and down, with the ego, we looking for some time, sit down, and then let all the ego difficulty calming down. And then we strongly cultivate the wish, may I have happiness, and create the causes of happiness. We're going to hold that thought for some time. Okay, we're going to hold that thought for some time. So the question here, how long? How long we're going to hold that thought? We should hold that thought at least 18 seconds, or 19 seconds, or 20 seconds, or 21 seconds. Sometimes around from 18 to 21 seconds. Okay, the question here, why we have to hold that thought in that amount of times? Okay, everybody notice. When we angry to someone, when we hate someone, when we have suffering, we hold that kind of suffering, that kind of hatred, that kind of negative emotion very long. An hour or 2 hours, even a day. If that body didn't come and say sorry, we still angry, we still feel hurtful. So we hold that kind of negative thought for a very long time. So now we got very compassion, very good, very positive thoughts. We should do the same. We should hold that positive thought, that good thought for some time, and make sure that thought go very deep down into our mind. So if, let's say, if when we upset to someone, we upset an hour, it's very hard. It's very hard for me to say, so we practice compassion for an hour. Because if you practice an hour, it's too long for you every day. So I try to make it shorter, from an hour to 20 seconds only. But as soon as we do it frequently, we do it every day, it repeats enough to turn it become the momentum. So the compassion mind, the love and kindness mind should become momentum in our mind. Momentum until during the daytime, even we don't have time to cultivate the love and kindness still coming up into our mind. It will also turn into action when it's become momentum. Like we learn driving, the first time our driving skill, not a momentum, we need to practice. But after some time we practice very well, our driving skill turn into momentum. When we come into the car, we turn on the engine and then we start driving without any difficulty, because driving skill already turned into the momentum. So love and kindness, compassion, joy, equanimity, the same. As soon as we practice, as often we practice, day by day it will turn into momentum in our mind. Okay? And very good news, if we hold the thought for some times, 18 seconds, 19 seconds, 20 seconds, 21 seconds, 22 seconds, for each thought, it's short enough, it's short and it's long enough for that thought immerse into our mind. Okay, immerse into our mind. What we learn from here. So, since we learn Dharma, since we have beautiful chance to learn precious Dharma, we try to limit ourselves, we try to avoid ourselves to hold any kinds of negative thoughts. We try to reduce as much as we can, because as long we hold the negative mind, it will become reality. Our mentality is our reality. So it's not good for us to hold some kinds of negative thought for too long in our mind. So the Buddha gave us the teaching, practice love and kindness. Okay. We need happiness. We can't give the other what we don't have. So if we have enough happiness, we can give it to our loved one. So every practice, from the first practice, may I have happiness, and may I create the causes of happiness. Keep that thought for some time, let's say 20 seconds. And then we keep that thought for 20 seconds. Okay? During the time we practice, you're going to notice some emotion will come up. Some reaction will come up. We feel so emotionally. We might feel so soft. We feel like so happy, or we feel so emotional. We like to cry, or we like to
laugh, we like to smile, or all kinds of emotional things can happen, because this is the first time we so close to ourselves, and so how can I say, truly wish happiness for ourselves. We touch our mind. This is the first time we touch our heart. So might be so much emotional thing happening. That's okay. Don't try to react. We just monitor. We just realize it happening. Okay, today I'm so good. Today I'm so happy after the practice. Today I feel so good. Okay, it's good, but don't too much reaction. Don't reaction. Just monitor what's happening. Okay. Let me tell you this. During the time we practice, we might meet some challenge. Okay. What kind of challenge? Like on the road, we're driving on the road. We need to look for the sign, school zones, or we need to look for the sign crossing, because people might walk to the crossing, so we do not like to create any accident or incident on the road. So, likewise, when we practice, we might need to look for the notice, to look for the challenge. So, in terms of practice love and kindness, what is the challenge we might meet here? The challenge we might meet here when we practice love and kindness, we're going to have two kinds of difficulty. We might need two kinds of challenge. We might need two kinds of someone. If we read book, some Dharma teacher will call them enemies. But I'm not going to call them enemies, because if we call them enemies, it's not good for our mind also. So we don't have enemy here. What we're going to have, we have challenge. We have notice, we have some awareness, be aware of dog, something like that. So we're going to aware on the way we practice, we might meet some challenge. Now, we talk about love and kindness practice. When we practice love and kindness, we might meet two kinds of difficulty, two kinds of challenge. The ones is the near challenge, and the ones is the far challenge. Why we call near and far? Near is sometimes something happen very clear to us, very close to us. It can happen all the time. It's very near to us. And far is something far there. Far over there, okay? Near is very close. So what is the near challenge when we practice love and kindness? The near challenge, what do you think? The near challenge when we practice love and kindness is the conditional love. Để cho cô cái phone, cái mic mới con. Interesting, huh? I'm so happy today I can share all of this to you. Okay, now coming back. So on the way we practice love and kindness, we might meet two kinds of challenges. The near ones is conditional love. When we love someone without ego, when we love someone without condition, when we love someone without desire, when we love someone with some conditions, the attitude, the behavior look very, very similar with love and kindness. Like the genuine car and the copy car, or the fake car, or like the genuine one and the fake one. They look very similar. But by the end of the day, when we use it, the fake ones give us something so hurtful, something so painful. But the genuine ones give us some sense of happiness, fulfillment, satisfaction, happiness. So when we practice love and kindness, we practice with no ego. But when we have conditional love, we love someone without ego. And when we love someone without ego, we might bring happiness to them, we might bring happiness to ourselves in short term. Okay, notice here, in short term. But in long term, if they no more meet our conditions, suffering come now. That's the difference between love and kindness in for immeasurable and ego love. So the near challenge will be conditional love. It looks very similar, but they need our notice. So we're not going to attach too much to any kinds of conditional love. Okay, so that's the very near challenge. The far challenge, everyone knows, hatred. If we have hatred in our minds, it's going to stop our love and kindness practice. It's going to slow down our love and kindness practice. So that's very easy. So the far challenge is very easy to pick it up. But the near challenge is hard. Near is very hard. The close one is very hard. Because it's all around. It's very near to us, it's all around. It's very easy for us to mix them up with the genuine one. So be careful. That's the ones for love and kindness practice. Okay, we're going to talk about the near and the far challenge for compassion and joy and equanimity in the next meeting. We have chance to meet again. So today we're coming back with the guideline. We're coming back with the guideline. As soon as we have chance to cultivate immeasurable mind. For example, if tonight I'm going to practice, what I'm going to do? First 5 minutes, I settle down everything, bringing up the appreciation, bringing up the joy, all the positive mind coming up into our mind. Okay, settle down all the dust from the ego down. And then I start with myself first. I'm going to say, may I have happiness and create the causes of happiness. I'm going to hold that thought for some time. Let's say around approximately 20 seconds. I hold that thought. I immerse my mind into that thought for some time, for around 20 seconds. If I have a party after it, I'm going to hold that thought for 18 seconds.
If I have a lot of time, I'm going to be with that thought for 20 seconds, 21 seconds, 22 seconds, or even longer. It's good. Okay, how to know 20 seconds? We can use our phones, or we can use our beats. 20 beats, 20 beats, 20 beats. Slowly, don't go too low, don't go too fast. If we go too fast, it's less than 20 seconds. Okay, so 20 seconds. We hold that wish, we hold that thought for some time, approximately 20 seconds. And then, please notice, during the time we practice our emotional things can come up, can arise. That's okay. Just monitor it. Just realize it. Don't try to adjust. Don't try to control. Okay? Let it come and let it go. Okay? And then after we say that line, we go to the next line. May I be free from suffering and stop the causes of suffering. Once again, we hold that thought for around some time, 20 seconds. And then we're going to move to the next immeasurable. May I never be separated from the supreme joy beyond all selfishness and sorrow. Okay? Because of our selfishness, because of our ego, we can't share the joys with the other. I had the example here. I have one of my friends. He had only one son. He liked his son to learn, use a lot of time for study, but his son, he loved art. Instead of he practiced math or literature or English, he always drawing. And sometimes the sons coming back and say to the father, the father is my friend. Daddy, today I got a reward from the Department of Art. I got a big reward here, and I'd like to show you, Daddy. Okay, you know what happened? My friends, the father, he didn't show the happiness in his face. He just said, isn't. And you know, the son, he feels so sorrow, so disappointed. He didn't feel the joy from his only father. The thing is not art or math or English or doctor or engineer or artist. The thing is, we cannot share our joys with the ones we love because of our ego, because of our want. We want this, but they want that. We can put the sympathy into that want, so we can share the joy. The selfish stop it, the ego stop it, our egos stopping our joy. So that's why the Buddha, he teach us the way to overcome the selfish, the way to overcome the selfishness, the ego, is to practice the third immeasurable is supreme joy. Okay, so that's the target of the third immeasurable. So I'm going to practice, may I never separated from the supreme joy beyond all sadness and sorrow. So I hold that thought for some time, again 20 seconds, and then I'm moving on. I'm moving on to the last one. May I abide in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Okay. So the target to practice equanimity is when we love someone too much, when he or she experiences some kinds of suffering, our emotion moves. When our emotion moves, we don't have enough calm, we don't have enough insight, we don't have enough wisdom what we should do in that particular time. So when we practice equanimity, we try to keep our mind stay calm as much as we can. So when our loved one, they in danger or they need us in some particular situation, we have enough calm, we have enough insight, we have enough wisdom to be with them. That's what they really need. So the target of practice equanimity is we keep our mind in state of calmness, in state of kindness, in state of mindfulness, like this, not move up and down, with the karma, the karmic force of the other around us. Okay? So in order to practice this, I'm going to say silently in my mind, may I abide in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. When we attach to something, our mind moves all the time. Move up and move down, move up and move down. We don't like it. So that mind is very uncontrolled. When we uncontrolled, when our mind uncontrolled, we can say uncontrolled. When we say uncontrolled, our action is uncontrolled. When we doing something uncontrolled, so many things so nice may happening. We don't like it at all. So again, when we practice joy or equanimity, we hold that precious thought for some time. Okay? In our modern language, that is the technique. We reprogram our mind. We rewire our mind. Because our mind, all the time, they let emotion come up and come down. So we don't like that anymore. So now we like to rewire, we like to reprogram our mind. Okay, practice the four immeasurables is the beautiful teaching to reprogram our mind. Program our mind. We are so fortunately we can learn this technique from the Buddha after 2,500 years. So fortunately, okay, and then we go to the next pages now. Page two. So after we practice with the first step, first part, we're going to move to the next part. May all my close one. So the job object here going to be changed. May all my close one. And then finally, we going to how can I say? We're going to broaden our thought to all sentient beings. Finally,
Okay, so we have 3 parts. First part, practice with ourselves. Second part, practice with all our close ones. And then the third part, the final part, is practice with all sentient beings. Okay, we do recommend each part we practice deeply, seriously, a week or so. A week or so. So it turns into our mentally habit, into our mind. Okay, okay. We practice each part a week or so, and then next week we move to another part, and then the week after we move to all sentient beings. I try my best to explain everything in this guideline, and I also put the explanation why we need to practice with ourselves first. Okay, if you notice, you will see when we have the water, the very quiet water surface like this, like the lack of the water, and if we put the stones into the water surface, it will make a water ripple. Okay, the water ripple. So the water ripple, where it starts? It starts from the middle first. It starts from the middle. So the middle, the main part, will be ourselves. And then it's vibrate broader to the close one, and then its vibration go to wider to all sentient beings. If we can practice happiness to ourselves, we don't have enough happiness for ourselves to bring it to the other. So that's why I put the explanation here, why we have 3 parts to practice. We practice with me, we practice with ourselves first, and then we practice with all close ones, and then finally we practice to all mother sentient beings. Okay, so each part takes us around a week or so to practice. To me, you know, it took me a month to practice each part, because I do not like to go too fast. I liked, because I already born and died so many lives already, so I'm not going to say few weeks. I like to make sure all the immeasurable thoughts go very deep down into my mind. Honestly, I practice each part a month, 2 months, 3 months, as long as I feel happy to move on. But if I'm going to tell you, oh, please practice a month for each part, I'm not sure how patient you are. So I'll try to minimize from 1 hour to 20 seconds. And then to me a month, I just tell you a week. Let's see what happens. Okay? So don't worry. Don't worry about how long and how much I practice. Forget about it. As soon as you practice, you will feel the difference. Okay? As soon as you practice, you will feel the difference. And if we follow this guideline, each section, each training section, it took 15 minutes. At least 5 minutes beginning, 5 minutes main training, and 5 minutes let everything relax, let everything rest, and we do dedication. So 5 minutes preparation, 5 minutes main practice, and 5 minutes just resting, and then doing the silent dedication. So in that case, we're going to prepare for ourselves 50 minutes, okay, for each training section. Okay. Of everything, hopefully I prepare everything here for you. You take it with you, and then
Put into practice. Put into practice. The more we learn, the more we should practice. If we're not going to practice, forever, it's just theory. It's from Dharma, it's not from you. But if we practice, it's experience coming from you. It's very good. Huh? So that's it for today. Next week, we're going to go with the near and far challenge of compassion, near and far challenge of joy, near and far challenge of equanimity. Okay, and then next week we're going to all the challenges on the path we practice. So next week we do so. Okay, thank you everybody. If you have any questions, thank you for your question. For the question in our group, and if everyone like to join our group, please give Sister Joy your number, and then she will sign you in. In our group, we have so many things there. I share everything I learned, everything there. Okay. Now let's do the dedication. Whatever merits I have accumulated through virtuous action, may it become the cause for the enlightenment of all beings. May all beings be free from suffering, and may they achieve Buddhahood. Thank you. But before we back to the four immeasurables, I'd like to give you an idea. To give you an idea, when we take any spiritual practice, how the process going on in our mind. Okay. Anyone who listen to Dharma in Vietnamese tradition, everybody, I believe, you all know about the concept Văn Tư Tu, right? Văn, okay, now, okay, good. But it's not enough. It's not enough, okay? So today I'd like to invite everybody. We have the concept. We going to have the idea how step from where we are to where we want to be. Anyone have? That's okay. Okay. Let's see where we are right here. We in Australia right now, right? We keep left, right? Not keep right. We keep left. Okay. We are from here, and we are here, and then here is our destination. This is our spiritual path. The very first step is listening or learning. Listening or learning. Before, 2,000 years before, 2,500 years before, when the Lord Buddha, he gave the teaching to his audience, to his disciple. At that time, they have no book yet. So the only way the Buddha disciple, the Buddha audience, listen to the Buddha teaching, the only way is through listening. Listening in Vietnamese is văn. So in listening, But in our time right now, we a little bit different. You know, after 2,000 years, 2,500 years, 2,600 years, so many things change. So in our time right now, we have listening, we have reading, we have what else? Watching, what else? Yeah, we have so many kinds of different ways to do the learning. So the very first step is learning, listening, learning. And then the second step is the step many people don't like, thinking. The biggest trouble of humans is thinking. Humans do not like thinking. We're so lazy. We just work. We just follow our habits. We just do what the other do. We not think. So, but the second step is thinking. When we learn something, when we listen to something, even we're listening to the precious Dharma, we always need to think. Okay, today we're learning about the four immeasurables. Is it good value? Are they good? Are they really help our life? If we're not going to practice compassion, what's happening? If we're not going to practice egoless, what's happening? If we're not going to practice equanimity, what's happening to our life? We have to think. We have to think. If we're not going to learn, if we're not going to practice egoless, what's happening to our life? So whatever we learn, whatever we listen, we have to put into the process, the second process, thinking. After we think, that's a good. That's a good value. Buddha, Dharma, precious Dharma give us a precious value for our life. We think, and then we make sure, and then we confirm. After we got the confirm, we're going to move to the next step, practice. We put into practice. One, second one is tư, the third one is tu in practice. Okay, practice. In practice, okay, we got a big trouble in this step, practice. We listen to, I say so many examples. Someone, they always would listening into their ear. A day they listen 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, all the time. They got addiction to listening. But the thing is, after listening, we have to stop a little bit. We have to pause a little bit. What happens if we keep plug in? Sometimes we need to unplug. We need to unplug a little while, thinking, pausing, thinking, and then confirm whatever we listen, that's a good value. They're very helpful for our life. And then, no more listening. After we think, we confirm it's good for our life, put that into practice. That's a life-changing. Life-changing not happen in the first step, not happening in the first step. Listening, life-changing not happening in the second step, thinking only, but it's happening on the third step, practicing. Okay, practice. Okay. But in spiritual path, you will experience. We practice for some time, but we still go nowhere. We practice, yeah, we do practice. We do chanting every morning, we do chanting every evening, we do meditation every morning, we generate bodhicitta, we recite the Buddha name, we do sit down to do the mind training. But after meditation section, when we stand up, back to our mundane life, everything's still the same. So what happened? What happens? What's happening here? The thing is, during the time we do meditation, we calm our mind. We do not react during the time we do meditation. But when we stand up, we back to our normal life, we react with our old habits we still. We do not put what we learned, like compassion, love and kindness, eagerness, equanimity, we didn't apply it into our daily life. Yeah, we have half an hour in early morning, half an hour evening. Yeah, one day we have at least 1 hour in practice. And how about another 23 hours? How about another day? How about another 6 hours for sleeping? So we have how many hours left? Around 18 hours, 17 hours. How about another 18 hours? Okay, when we practice, we not only practice, we put a lot of effort into mind training when we do meditation, but also we put the precious Dharma value back to our daily life, our daily activities. That's also practice. Okay. That's it, the third practice. But I'm going to share with you a secret here. A secret here. When we do practice, we will see so many people, they put themselves into 3 year, 3 month, 3 day retreat in the upper mountain, or 10-day meditation retreat, or a month meditation retreat, or very long-term meditation retreat. But everything's still there after they finish the retreat. What happened to them? What happened? The secret here, ego and egoless. We use our ego to practice. We use our ego to do meditation. We use our ego to put ourselves into the retreat. It doesn't work that way. We use our egoless to practice. We use our egoless to practice for immeasurable. We use our egoless to finish the retreat. We use our egoless to apply precious Dharma into our activity. That's the secret when we practice ego and egoless. Okay, if we say, oh, I'm a Buddhist 20 years, that's the ego. Oh, I'm still learning. Please give me teaching. Please give me empowerment. The Buddha, please bless me. The teacher, please bless me. Dear friends, please give me a guidance. That's egoless. If we learn Dharma with that attitude, everything will be changed.
If we learn Dharma and we practice Dharma without ego, everything will be the same. Okay? And how we conform, we using egoless to practice, the way we live, the way we give, the way we forgive, the way we use equanimity value in our daily life. That shows how much egoless we have. Okay, that's the secret. I'm not going to come back with that. Okay, now, văn tự tu is what we learn in Vietnamese. Okay, now I'd like to share with you 2 more steps. We can say these 2 steps also in the 3rd step practice, but we could separate in another last 5 steps in our spiritual practice. Okay, the 4th step. So we got listening, learning, we got thinking, we got practicing, and then we got the 4th one. What's in the 4th one? 4th one is seeing the way. Seeing the way. In Vietnamese we call kiến đạo, thấy đạo, seeing the way. Okay, after we practice, but if we're not seeing the way, our practice still has some trouble. We need to come back and to see what's happening in our practice step. Okay, like someone lost in the jungle. Like someone get lost in the jungle for a very long time and in very dark sky. In very dark time. They keep lost. Even they hear the instruction. Even they met someone teach them how to get out of the jungle, but they still get lost. So they need to pause everything. They need to stay calm and look back what's happening. How come I already have the instruction? I already have the map, the teaching already there. Why I still get lost? Why? What's happening to me? Okay, we want to check up. Put the checklist. What happening? Did I listen to the right instruction, or I got the wrong instruction, incorrect instruction? What happened? Okay. After we check and we say, oh, I got the right instruction, I got the right teaching, I listen to the right teaching. So what next day thinking? Okay, I hear something, I listen to something, but the way I think about that is different. It might happen, isn't it? It might happen. Everybody say the Buddha said we have to be egoless. But egoless is smart way. We egoless in very unsmart way. It happens that there's some trouble in our thinking. Okay? And then now next step. We practice in Dharma. We practice somehow, but it took us a lot of time for nothing. So we come back and check up our practice, the 3rd step. And then check up how about our ego, how about our egoless, how about our giving, how about our equanimity, how about our kindness. Please check up these details.
make sure everything go bright. For sure, the Buddha said, if we practice the first step, the second step, the third step correctly, for sure we will see the way. For sure we will see the way. We will see the way. Our life, how we can confirm, we see the way. Okay, we see the way. We can say we see the way if our life, everything flow calmly, in control, in compassion, in wisdom. If our life flowing with too much difficulty, with too much anger, with too much hatred, with too much ego, it means we didn't see the way. That's how we check. Okay, we see. Okay, and in this step, seeing the way, I like to invite everybody. We move to another simple light. When someone gets lost in the dark jungle, and he very fortunately he found instruction, like he found a fire torch, very bright. The fire light, the fire torch, and then he see the way. He need to keep that torch. He need to keep that fire torch. The light keep up for long enough, constantly, long enough to direct him get out of the jungle. If that light on and off, not constantly, the high percentage, he get lost again. Very high percentage, he get lost again because his light, his practice didn't keep constantly, frequently. The light, the wisdom, the practice didn't go daily, didn't go frequently. It's on and off, like we cook rice. We just plug in the power and then unplug, plug in, unplug. All the time, the rice never could become good for us to serve, to eat. It's very easy, it's very simple, very simple. So the secret in the fourth step is keep our practice constantly. Keep the light instantly. Keep the Dharma instantly, continuously in our life. Okay, now we move into the last step. It's very easy, so happy. We reach our destination. It's very easy. Okay, but the thing is, before we reach our destination, it's required how long, how strong we hold our light, we hold our torch. If we hold it, we fire, and then we get lost again. It's so sad. I have so many friends. They came to Dharma after okay, let's say we lost our country in 1975. So many Vietnamese community, we went abroad then we that time is so difficult. That time is so poor. That time is so difficult, and they work hard in their daytime, and then in weekends they come to the temple to learn Dharma. At that time they learn Dharma, and then they work for their family, and then they learn Dharma. The value of presence Dharma is still there. The compassion, the value of compassion, the value of egoless, the value of wisdom, the value of the Four Immeasurables, the value of the Heart Sutra still there. Still there 2,000 years, not still there 45, 50 years before, still there. They come in the temple, they practice. But the sad thing is they didn't practice. And then after 20 years, after 40 years, after 50 years, they look back. They've been as a Buddhist for that such a long time, 50 years, 40 years, 30 years. But look at their life. Just very, very simple thing can bring them anger. Just very, very simple thing can bring them hatred. Precious Dharma doesn't work in their life. They hear something, it took them a year to forgive. It means precious Dharma still precious in the temple, in the book, in the scripture, but it's not precious into their life because they didn't practice. Every day they wake up with boring. Oh, every day we wake up with the deep appreciation. Today we still alive. Today we still have very, very meaningful life to serve ourselves and to serve our loved one. And furthermore, we still have today to serve all sentient beings. We should wake up with the great happiness. That is the signal of someone who keeps precious Dharma. If we don't have that happiness, if we don't have that compassion, if we don't have that equanimity in their mind, we can't say we have precious Dharma in our life. We just can't say so. We just can't say so. Okay, so we come and we check up which step we are right now. Which step we are right now. If someone asking me which step I am right now, if someone like to ask which step I am right now, I can honestly share with you, I am in the 4th step. Because after we learn the present Dharma, as soon as we believe we have no ego, we can say we see the way. We hear, we listen. The Buddha said we have no ego. Yes, we heard about it. But do we believe it? Let's check. If we believe it, we have to prove to ourselves we live with egoless. If someone still say, I still have hatred, I still have anger, I still lost my calmness all the time, it means I'm living with my ego all the time. It means
I listened to the precious Dharma. Dharma said, we have no ego. But from the deep down of my mind, deep down of my heart, I didn't believe it. Because I didn't believe it, so I act with my ego. I gave speech with my ego. Because I listened about it, but I didn't believe it. If I believe it, I will do something with my belief. So, someone, if we say we are in the fourth step, it means we believe we have no ego. We believe in order to have a happy life, we have to practice the four immeasurables. We have to practice compassion, we have to practice love and kindness, we have to practice joy, we have to practice equanimity. I see the way, we see the way. We see the way. And then the next thing, let me confirm, we are in the fourth step is we hold the light of Dharma constantly, continuously, every day and night. Daytime, I use blessed Dharma. Nighttime, I also use blessed Dharma. Blessed Dharma never separate from me. So I can say, I see the way. If blessed Dharma stay away there, still in the paper, still in the scripture, still in the book, still in the Buddha statue, not in me, we can say, we didn't see the way. I haven't seen the way yet. Okay, so if we check up Blessed Dharma, stay here with us all the time, equal us all the time, most of the time, for immeasurable practice, most of the time, the five aggregates, everything is emptiness, everything is interconnection, everything not solid, everything impermanence. If we stay that kind of truth, most of the time, constantly, continuously, we can say we are in the fourth step. All the way, we still in first or the second step. The set here, if we still in the first step, or we still in the second step, or we still in the, even we still in the third step practicing, we still lost. We still lost. We still didn't see the way yet. We still lost in the dark jungle, in samsara. We still lost in samsara. And the sad things, as long as we still stuck in samsara, suffering coming, for sure. Happiness never comes to anyone still stuck in samsara, in the circle of birth and death. Okay, so today I very, very happy I could share with you the process, how we put ourselves in a higher level on the way we practice. We have our mind training. Okay, so please put yourself seriously in practice. It's so rare we can meet Dharma. It's so rare. Okay, so I'm so sorry, we don't have enough time to back to the four immeasurables. Make sure everybody can have a copy of it.
Last week I found a time to prepare this guideline for all of you. Let's see, this week from Monday to Thursday, I will find some time to record again how to practice the 4 immeasurables, and I put into the group for everyone again, and then we'll see you next week. Okay, we'll see you next week. Okay, keep practice. Everybody keep practice. Now we do dedication. Today is the day we celebrate the compassion bodhisattva, One Bồ. So everybody enjoy our compassion. Whatever merits I have accumulated through virtuous actions may become the cause for the enlightenment of all beings. May all beings be free from suffering, and may they achieve Buddhahood. Whenever I have very short time like today to do meditation with everyone, so everyone enjoy your kindness, enjoy your loving kindness, enjoy your precious body, appreciate your precious physical body, and enjoy your precious mind. But to me, if someone asking me what did I do during that short moment, because that's too short for me, just few minutes, I will do what I will do. Have you ever seen in Tibetan tradition they have the Dharma wheel? Dharma wheel like this. We don't have that tradition. We don't. So what did I do? We all have two hands, right? So what do? I will circle, touching my hand, and then I say, "Oh, may I am well. May I live with ease. May I can learn Dharma. May I can practice Dharma. May I can enjoy Dharma and bring Dharma to benefit myself and to all sentient beings." That's what I do. That's it, some kinds of practice bodhicitta, right? Okay. So in that very short moment, I can't do much. That's the only thing I can do in that very short moment. Like when I wait in bus station, or I have, like last week I went to dentist during the waiting time. I can't do much. So practice bodhicitta, practice compassion in that very short time. Okay. So I'd like to share that with you. Yesterday night, I and few monastic sister, we came to the Liverpool hospital, and we do the chanting and praying for a lady. This year she 59 years old. She just passed away last night in the hospital. And the family invited us to come, saying some Dharma words and sharing our compassion to her consciousness. Because when we pass away, our physical body and our consciousness, our minds, they separated.
normally our mind and our physical body working together like this to become one, the mind and the physical body. But when the time coming, our physical body doesn't work anymore, so our physical body stop working, and the mind, the consciousness, to start to leaving our physical body. Yeah. Before, when we experience the sickness, the old age, the nature of sickness and old age, it's not fun. It's not bringing us a happy moment. So when we experience the sickness, like our friend last night, she experienced cancer, lung cancer. She got a lot of pain during last few years. And during last few years, she got so much unhappy moments in her life, and her physical body felt so much of pain. And the cancerous cells spread all over her body, and then she passed away last night. And during the time we passed away, our physical body just left behind, and then our consciousness, our mind keep going with our karmic force. Okay, we learn about this many times, huh? Okay, so these few weeks, we all together practice the four immeasurables. The four immeasurables, and as we learned last few weeks, during the time we practice, we have three parts to practice. The very first part, we practice with ourselves. We're going to give ourselves the best wishes, the best blessing to ourselves first. And then we extend our compassion, our love and kindness, our metta, our joy, our equanimity. We extend it into our loved ones. And then the last part, we extend our four immeasurables to all sentient beings. So we got three different parts to practice. Each part needs to practice very well, very careful before we move to another part. Okay. This week, I'm going to share with you the very simple concept we all hear about. And your work is to connect what we learned today and the four immeasurables. Okay, you will see the interconnectedness. You will see the interconnection between the four immeasurables and what we learned today. And what we learned today is very simple, very simple. We all hear about. That's the law of cause and effect. Okay? And Phap Anh, you like to come? Raise your hands. Nothing. Okay. Normally, the cause of the law of cause and effect. The law of cause effect. Law of cause and effect. Normally, when we're talking about cause and effect. We're thinking about one-to-one. What's a one-to-one? One-to-one is one cause creates one effect. If we hit the bell, we hear the sound. A single, very simple. If we hit the bell, we hear the sound. We think a single action creates a single effect. Yeah. That normally, when we're thinking about the law of cause and effect, we think in that way. But in reality, it's not. It's not. Okay? Yes, number one. Yes, number one. Cause creates the effect. Yes, number one. Cause creates the effect. Notice. But if you will see, during the time we create causes, we not only create one cause, we create many, many smaller causes. So, number two, causes creates causes. Yes, the main cause creates a main effect. But if we notice, we will see during the time we create causes, we create many, many smaller causes. Okay, like when we practice love and kindness, when we like to practice love and kindness, the first one, the metta, in Pali, love and kindness is metta. So when we say, yes, our effect, our target is we like to offer our love and kindness, our metta, to all sentient beings. That is the target. But on the way to get there, we just can't go. We just can't bring our love and kindness to all sentient beings. At first, we have to practice to wish to give love and kindness to ourselves first. To ourselves first. As soon as we can feel love and kindness for ourselves, as soon as we have enough happiness for ourselves, as soon as we can live a content life, as soon as we feel strong, as soon as we have enough compassion, love and kindness in ourselves, and then we can bring that value and share that value to the other. So, okay, now we talk about cause. Yes, we got the effect, we got the target, we got the destination. We like to offer our love and kindness to all sentient beings. That's why we practice compassion. We practice compassion is the cause. And we can share our compassion to the other in the effect. But during the time we create the cause, we will see we create many, many smaller causes. Like we give ourselves love and kindness. We give our loved one love and kindness, right? That's a causes, create causes. You agree with me here? You agree with me here, everybody? Okay? Okay. And if you notice, you will see, yes, I love to give myself love and kindness. And how to give myself love and kindness? How? The Buddha says, no one can give you happiness if you didn't create the causes of happiness. So, in order to practice love and kindness, we have two parts to practice. The very first part, we wish ourselves to be well, to be content, to live with ease. We give ourselves the best blessing we have, and then we practice the second part. We wish ourselves can create the causes of happiness. Okay, we wish ourselves we can create the causes of happiness. And in order to create the causes of happiness, you will notice in our daytime, in our life, we're going to try our best not to create any causes bring suffering to ourselves and to the other. You see, create causes. Because causes, we got the man's causes. In the man's causes, we have so many smaller causes. Okay, that's it. We say, when we say we practice Dharma, not just practice Dharma, we will have more questions. How to practice Dharma? Why we have to practice Dharma? Who we practice Dharma first? We will have so many smaller questions. When we say we practice love and kindness, we will have the question, who is the first one we practice compassion with? Why we have to practice compassion with that person first? So what will we do if we say we like to create the causes of happiness? What will we do? Okay. So we have the law of cause and effect. We will see cause create effect. Yes, definitely. But if we notice, we will see causes create many smaller causes. Okay? And then if you keep going to notice, you will see number 3. Effects create effects. Effect create effects. What is effect create effect? Every day we wish, today I'm going to create many causes to bring myself happiness. Okay, what will I do with that? I'm going to say, I'm going to behave, I'm going to talk to my loved one with compassion, with sympathy, with understanding, with patience. I'm not going to use my ego to behave to our loved one. I'm not going to use my concept to behave. I'm not going to use my personal thought to behave to my loved one. Okay, so if I'm telling myself that, okay, and then when I talk to my loved one, I will talk to my loved one with softness, with understanding, with compassion. Because first of that is the causes of happiness, right? That is the causes of happiness. And also when my loved ones receive my compassion, receive my understanding, receive my egoless, somehow my loved one receive happiness too, right? So that's the effect, create effect. You can go with me so far, okay? So when we talk about cause and effect, it's not just simple cause, one-to-one, but we should say many to many. Many causes create many effects. Okay, and then now if you keep going to notice, you will see number 4, also related to the law of effect. Not only effect create effect, but we have effect create cause. Okay, today I'm going to talk to my loved one with eagerness, with softness, with patience, with understanding. My loved ones, they're going to receive my practice. They're going to receive my love and kindness. And then somehow he or she have some pause, have some feedback, some echo in their life. Oh, what's going on? What happened to my mother today? What happened to my father today? How come they so beautiful? They so nice today, huh? What's happening? And then somehow, they, what we create, we bring into them, they starting to change themselves. They starting to change themselves. That's we call effect create cause. So they're going to change themselves in a better way. We giving them love and kindness. They giving us back love and kindness. Maybe that day they just say nothing. They just say okay. They just say okay. But maybe day later they feel something right, something nice in their heart, in their mind, and then somehow they return our love and kindness with his or her love and kindness. Baby, with or her love and kindness. So that is the beauty of the law of cause and effect. Oh, thank you, con. That's the law of, that's the beauty of cause and effect. So when we practice the 4 immeasurables, if we notice, we will see it's not only benefit ourselves, it's bringing a lot of beautiful effect to all our loved ones. To all our loved ones, and they really need that. And when we practice the 4 immeasurables, the first part, many people come and to ask me, Siko, somehow I feel a bit difficult to wish for myself. It's a bit strange, because I think, thank you, because I think there's so many people out there need more blessing than myself. In that case, I love to answer that kind of question. What the Buddha said in that cases, the Buddha says, if you think again one more time, you will say you are the most worthy in the world to receive your blessing and your love and kindness. No one else more worthy than you. You are the most worthy in the world. If you search in all the world, you will see you are the most worthy. Because if someone says something not right to you, you instantly, straight away, you get hurt, not the other. But if someone says something not right to you, no, not right, if someone says something not right to the other, you will not feel anything. You feel okay. They not say to me, they say to the other. See, that is the very first evidence, the very first fact. We are the most worthy in the world. We care for ourselves the most, whatever we say. So we are the ones we need love and kindness the most. If we have enough love and kindness for ourselves, we know how to care for ourselves, we will have experience to care for the other. If we don't have enough experience to care for ourselves, to bring ourselves love and kindness, we have nothing to offer to the other. Practice love and kindness to ourselves as good as you can. And then start to move to our loved one. The amazing thing here, as long as we practice love and kindness to ourselves, our loved ones around us, somehow they receive our happiness. Because in the practice, we have two parts. The first part, may I have happiness. And the second part, may I create the causes of happiness. And when we create the causes of happiness, we will know what to do. We will know what we should think. We will know what we should say to the other. We will know what we're going to do to the other. We do not want to do anything bringing unhappiness to ourselves. So we're not going to say anything unnice, not nice. We're not going to hurt the other. We're not going to intimidate. We like to protect the environment. We like to protect ourselves. We like to protect our heart. We do not like to bring any not benefit for our body. We do not like to eat too much meat, because too much meat not good for our body. We like to eat as much as vegetable as we can, because our body needs that. We know what to do, because when we make the commitment to ourselves, we're going to create the causes of happiness. If we make that commitment to ourselves, we're going to create the causes of happiness. We will know what to do with our thinking, with our saying, with our acting. We will try our best to avoid anything not benefit to ourselves. We know, we're so smart, we will know as soon as we got commitment. As soon as we got that commitment, like Friday evening, we got very good time all together. We practiced 10 hours whole night to practice meditation. We sitting and we walking. And you know, yes, everybody tired. Everybody is so sleepy. Yes, we do. But if we're thinking someday, somehow, our body collapse, we have to experience the sickness. We go to the hospital. We can't sleep all night long in the hospital. At that time, we wish we can do meditation at that night long. But if we're not going to practice, how can we do that? It's too late when the always come, when the sickness come. Yeah, we hope for the best, but we have to prepare for the worst. Right? We hope for the best, we wish for the best, but we have to prepare for the worst. Every day I say smartphone, smart everything, smartphones. Later on we will have smart glasses. Yeah, we have to live a smart life. We need to live a smart life. And let me share with you, on Friday evening, most of people, they practice all night long in training, the first or the second times. I have fortnightly time. I practiced many times before. I practice by myself. I practice in my room. I experience the tiredness like everybody. I experience the sleepiness like everybody. But I had time to practice. So I had time to practice many times before. So to me, that night is not my first night. It's not my second night. It's my many time nights. So to me, if you like me, you will be the same. After a long time in training, your body gets used to it. Your body gets used to it. Everybody gets tiredness, your body don't. Everybody has sleepiness, you will not. You will have the clarity, you will have the awareness whole night long. To me, yeah, I got sleepiness. I also have blur sleepiness, but very short time, around 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. The section from 3 o'clock to 3:30, that section is the hard part for me. But from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, that's okay. Not too much, not too bad. And then after short moments, I'm okay. I'm back to my awareness until early morning. I'm not good at all. You will be like me if we practice. Everything will be better if we practice. If we practice. Yeah, at that time I was so happy. There is the lady, she almost 65 years old. She also came to practice and she was so sleepy, and then she somehow around 4 o'clock she pulling down. Oh, so beautiful. Yeah, but as soon as we practice, we got the gift when we practice. When we talk about cause and effect, everybody can talk about cause and effect. Don't do this. If you do this, you will get that. But if we're thinking deeply and we put the law of cause and effect in our daily life, we will see, yeah, the law of cause and effect is real. That's the law. We can't against the law. So we should live with the law. If we have a happy life, we should create the causes to create a happy life. We just can't do anything. We just can't go with our ego and then we hope we will have the happy life. No, because if we keep going to live with our ego, if we keep going to live with our ignorance, if we keep going to live with our selfishness, that is the cause of suffering. what we going to get? We going to get suffering, not going to get happiness, because that is the law of cause and effect. We just can't against the law. We can't break the law. It's better we live with the law. The law of cause and effect, we live with that. The law of cause and effect, live with that. And when we practice the Four Immeasurables, another amazing thing I learned is our happiness coming from so many factors. Our happiness coming from our physical body. Our happiness coming from Dharma. Our happiness coming from our practice. Our happiness coming from the cooperation with our loved one. Our happiness coming from so many factors around us. We are not creating happiness by ourselves. Nothing solid here. Everything is aggregate, made from many factors together. That is the wisdom of the Buddha, the Heart Sutra. The Heart Sutra said, nothing is solid, everything is permanent, everything connected together. Even as happiness, they not come from our only practice, they come from so many factors. Okay, so let me come back. Bodhicitta is the root of the plant. Practice for immeasurable is the branch, the leaf, the flower, the fruit of the plant. Bodhicitta is the root. For immeasurable is the flower and the fruit. If we got a strong root, we will have beautiful flower and beautiful fruit. If we don't have strong bodhicitta, we never have fruit or flower. Okay, so that's the connection between bodhicitta and the Four Immeasurables. Now we have emptiness is the root. Egoless is the fruit and the flower. If we don't have strong emptiness basics, we don't have a egoless life. So the connection between emptiness and egoless like the root and the fruit or the flower of the plant. Bodhicitta and Four Immeasurables, they connected like that. Emptiness and egoless connected like that. We can't say we only need the root, we do not need the fruit. We can't say so. We can't say we only need the fruit, we do not need the root. We can't say so. The root of the plants of the tree and the fruit, the flower of the tree, they need to be cared at the same time. Like we dry the bark and the cellulite need to use at the same time. Somehow we need to go, sometimes we need to stop and go and stop. Need to practice well at the same time. Bodhicitta for immeasurable, emptiness, egoless. We need to practice at the same time. Okay.
So today I had very good time to share the cause and the effect to everybody, and I wish everybody keep going to practice the four immeasurables as well as we can. This week, but by the way, I like to share with you on May. We have few weeks we don't have class. What day? Okay. 4, 11, 18. And what week we going to India? 25th. Okay. So let's say we have no class on May.
Yeah, no class on May.
We have no class on May. The week, the first Sunday, second Sunday, and the third Sunday of May, that's the Vesak Buddha birthday celebration. And then the last Sunday of May, we going to India to do offering to the Tibetan monks and non-community in Ladakh, in Himalaya mountain. So they have very hardship life up there. So we like to support. We're going to go to Ladakh, India to support the Buddhist Sangha community up there. Okay, and then what time we coming back? The second week of June. Okay, so can you please put it in our group? Okay. So this month is okay. This month is normal. April is okay. We just don't have class online. I will find the time to do the record how we practice the four immeasurables. I make the record for all of you. What should we say when we practice? Okay, I'm going to do that for you all whenever I got the good micro, the mic, and then I'm going to do that for you this week. Okay, if you have any question, then put into our group. Okay, now let's do the dedication. Practice, everybody. Back home and then practice. Whatever merits I have accumulated through virtuous action may become the cause for the enlightenment of all beings. May all beings be free from suffering, and may they achieve Buddhahood. Thank you. Today, I'd like to share with you just very few minutes, how to prepare for our death. And also, we're coming back with the four immeasurables practice. Okay. Everybody heard since yesterday and today we had the terrible earthquake in Myanmar and Thailand. This morning in Myanmar, almost 1,500 people died, and many thousand people haven't found the body yet. So the death toll might go up very quickly today and tomorrow, and in Thailand as well. We can't say we have more merit than them or they have more than us. They are humans, we also human, we the same. But what do you think if someday we wake up and we got earthquake like that? We got death, the death coming. Like that. It's good if we have prepared for our death coming, but it's not very, very good. It's so terrible if we haven't got any idea in our mind to prepare for our death. It's so terrible. Last week, our community, we said goodbye to one of our friends. She very good lady. She 59 years old. She's 60 years old. She's the auntie of the lady over here. Yeah. A year before our friend, she diagnosed with a cancer. She got sickness. But 1 year later, when she passed away, we can't say she got 100% preparation. To her, she still feels so soon to her. She still feels she might have few more years to live with her children. But the death comes. Okay, in our life, we was born. It means we growing up. It means the old age will come. It's definitely. It means the death will come. It's definitely. We just can't avoid that. We just can't avoid that. So if we trust that, that's okay. If we don't trust that law, that's okay. But if we trust that law, the law of samsara, the law of birth and death, if we trust that law, we have preparation. As soon as we have preparations for our life, sickness comes, the death comes, the accident comes, good karma comes, bad karma comes. We all have preparation what we do. So let's say, if this morning we wake up and some accident happens, like earthquake, or like tsunami, or like any kinds of accidents, what will we do? In that case, if last night, before we went to sleep, we practiced bodhicitta, we offer our love and kindness to ourselves and to the other, this morning when we wake up, we already have bodhicitta, we already have compassion, we already have love and kindness in our mind when we wake up, right? If last night we practiced, this morning we wake up, we already have bodhicitta and love and kindness we practiced last night. And if this morning, just a second after we wake up, something happened, accident happened, earthquake happened, the death comes, sickness comes, we will go with that, with our love and kindness. What happened? If last night we didn't practice bodhicitta, we didn't practice compassion, we didn't practice love and kindness for ourselves or for all sentient beings, we go to the sleep, we went to the sleep with our ego, with our fear, with our worry, with our mundane daily concern. And then when we wake up what we did the night before, we wake up with worry, we wake up with our ego, we waking up with our concern, with our worry, with our fear. And then somehow accident happened, earthquake happened, tsunami happened, our loved one said goodbye to us, or any kinds of something we didn't like happened. And then we had to go with that.
And we have to go with that without ego, without fear, without suffering. The presence of Dharma from the Dharma, the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. The Buddha is the one he attained enlightenment. What's the enlightenment? What's he attained actually? He said, I didn't attain anything. I didn't say anything new. I just realized the truth of the life. And then I pass that message to you. And then, as soon as you learn the truth, you accept the truth, you practice the truth, you prepare for all going to happen into your life. You obtain enlightenment exactly like me. That's the Dharma. Buddha is the one who obtained enlightenment. And then his teaching is Dharma. We are the one who practice his teaching. The monk and the nun, the venerable monk, venerable nuns, we dedicate our whole life to practice the Buddha teaching. That's a Sangha community. Okay, we got Buddha, we got Dharma, we got Sangha, and we have all Dharma friends like us. So I always say we still have this precious body, we still have this precious mind, and we have precious Dharma. Dharma gave us the truth. As soon as we learn the truth, we believe in the truth, we learn the law, we believe in the law, we get preparations. When something happens, we're not shocked. We should not have any shock. Everything preparation, everything been prepared. I do love this time because since last few months, every week, what did we do? Every week we remind each other we're living in the life of impermanence. We're living in the life, in the law of cause and effect. We're living with bodhicitta, we're living with love, with love and kindness, with equanimity, with joy, with giving. That's what you remember many weeks before, many months before. I always keep reminding us, practice bodhicitta as much as we can. 2 moments in our life, in our daily life, we should practice Dharma, we should practice bodhicitta, is the moment we went to sleep and the moment we just wake up. That 2 moments, most important moment is our daily life. We're not going to use that moment for fear or for worry. We're going to use that 2 important moments for bodhicitta, for love and kindness. How we practice bodhicitta, and at that moment, I'm going to say it again. Many people over here, you hear many times, but we have new friends. She coming back with her work this afternoon. She had to fly away, so she had to back with her work. So I like to spend few moments to say again, what's bodhicitta? Bodhicitta is the mind, the precious mind. We generate
in our mind. May I attain enlightenment to benefit myself and benefit all sentient beings. That's the Bodhisattva. Okay, I say again. May I attain enlightenment to benefit myself and benefit all sentient beings. May I attain enlightenment to benefit myself and benefit all sentient beings. That's it, Bodhisattva. How we practice it? We go in silence, rapid, and say that words sincerely from the bottom of our heart to ourselves before we go to bed. Doesn't matter what happened that night, like you entrepreneur, like you management, like many of you, you're very busy with your daily work. You're so busy. You might go through with stress, a lot of stress. You might go through your life with so much worry, so much responsibility. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's the nature of life. That's okay. But please use few moments. Generate bodhicitta in your mind before you go to sleep. Because attain enlightenment, attain happiness is always something we like for whatever we do. We like to be success today. We like to be a very good management. We like to be a good manager. We like to be a millionaire or billionaire, or we like to, whatever we like to be. But after all, is what we really like. We like happiness. Everything we do, behind everything is the only thing we like happiness. Happiness never comes from ego. Happiness always comes from egoless. What enlightenment? Enlightenment is we live a life without ego, without anger, without greed. Enlightenment. So, behind everything in our daily life, what we need the most, what we like the most, we like happiness. We like happiness. May I attain enlightenment. It means may I attain ultimate happiness to benefit myself and benefit the other. That's what we like the most behind everything. Everything. So we go to our sleep, we go to our bed with that mind, with that target of our life. We keep reminding ourselves, may I attain enlightenment to benefit myself and benefit the other. It means, in other words, may I attain ultimate happiness to benefit myself and benefit the other. The benefit when we generate bodhicitta is reminding us, if that day someone did say something not very happy to us, instead of we get angry, instead of we not happy, when we say bodhisattva, when we generate bodhicitta, we coming back with our target of our life. Yeah, what do we want? We want happiness.
So someone happened in that day might bring us something unhappiness. Should we keep that unhappiness? No. It's just something, the wave of the life is come up and come down, come up and down. It's better we let it go. It's better we let it go. We should not keep anything, keep us in the circle of unhappiness, but because of the target of our life is the life of happiness. So when we generate bodhicitta, may I obtain enlightenment, may I obtain the ultimate happiness to benefit myself and benefit the other. Thus, we keep reminding us the target of our life bring happiness to our life, to ourselves and to the other. Okay. And then when we wake up, the moment we wake up, we do not like to wake up with the worry. We do not like to wake up with the stress. We do not like to wake up with responsibility for short term. Many of you already hear about, we talk about short term and long term, right? Short term and long term. Short term is this week we have to finish this. This week we have to finish this plan. This month we have to finish this target. That is short term target. Long term target. Our long term of our long life targets is happiness. We do not like to bring the short term target to interfere into our long term target in our life. So when we just wake up, we do not like to wake up with worry, with the many things how to obtain our short-term target. We like to wake up with the purpose of our life. May I attain enlightenment to benefit ourselves and benefit the other. Or in other words, may I attain ultimate happiness to benefit myself and benefit all sentient beings. We like to wake up with that target. We do not like to wake up with worry. Okay, worrying, management, it's just short term. It's just short term of our life. Long term of our life is different. We do not like to bring the short term interfere to our long term one. Okay, so generate a bodhicitta. I myself, 35 years ago, when I learned bodhicitta with my second teacher, he gave that teaching, and straight away, it shocked me. I thought so many lives in my past life, I already live with my ego. I fight for my ego. I use my ego with anger, with ego, with greed, with greedy action, with so many negative action. I like to have happiness, but what I did for myself, the way I did for myself didn't bring me happiness, it bring me suffering. Because I forget the target of my life. That's why when my second master, my second teacher, gave the teaching about bodhicitta, it shocked me, it woke me up. It woke me up about the target of the life. And straight away, I remember that day, I took action and I grabbed it. I silently generate bodhicitta many times every day. For sure, I did twice before I went to sleep and after I wake up. But during daytime, when I have very short moment free, I generated bodhicitta. I keep going to remind myself the target of my life is to obtain happiness, not obtaining unhappiness. Short-term stress never bring me happiness. Anger never bring me happiness. Ego never bring me happiness. Too much worry never bring me happiness. I keep going to repeat to myself, I keep going to remind to my life, I want happiness. And the more I say to myself, I want happiness, what will I do next? I'm going to create many causes to bring me happiness. I try myself to eliminate, to give up my ego as much as I can. Because I don't understand so many lives, my ego suffer me, bring me a lot of suffering. Okay, so these days we so suffer to hear the news from Myanmar and Thai, they got earthquake. And I think I use some time in my daily life to pray for them, for sure. But also, I have more better preparation for the death coming. When the death coming, we like to go to the death with happiness. We do not like to go with the death with suffering. We don't. If we not practice happiness, happiness is not something happens suddenly. Happiness is a skillful, is a skill, like driving skill. We see so many people can drive out there. If we not drive, if we not learn, if we not practice, we just can't drive. Happiness is the same, likewise. Attain happiness, live a happy life, like driving school, like driving skill. If we're not going to learn, if we're not going to practice, we're not going to have a happy life. Happy life, happy life, happiness, ultimate happiness, coming from learning the law, practice the law. Keep going to remember the target of our life. That's the bodhicitta. Okay, so I like to invite everybody during our daytime. We spend few moments to pray for the victims for the death in the earthquake, and also we practice the four immeasurables. The four immeasurables. These weeks we practice the four immeasurables for ourselves, and as soon as we practice the four immeasurables for ourselves well enough, I'd like to invite everybody move forward to offer four immeasurables to all our loved ones. After we offer our four immeasurables to our loved ones, we're going to extend the four immeasurables to all sentient beings. Okay, to all sentient beings. Yesterday, Saturday, I planned to do the recording for you all, but yesterday we have few gentlemen, they come to help the temple. So we have a lot of background sounds. I think it's not good for the recording. That's why. Okay. So as soon as I found a good time, I'm going to have some guidance to be with you how to practice the four immeasurables for ourselves first,
And as soon as we practice for ourselves, and then we move to our loved ones, and then we move to all sentient beings. The amazing things when we practice the Four Immeasurables, I found amazing things is, for example, with the very first ones, love and kindness. When we generate our mind, when we generate our love and kindness mind, we say, may I have happiness and create the causes of happiness. The second one, may I be free from suffering and stop the causes of suffering. And then the third one, may I enjoy my good karma. May I live with egoless. And the fourth one, may I abide in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. I found that so amazing. The amazing not only coming from the very first part, may I have happiness, but the amazing coming from the second part, may I create the causes of happiness. You look, most of the people out there, everyone say to us they like happiness, but look at what they do. They like happiness, but they use their ego most of the time. They use their unkindness, they use their greedy, they use their anger, they use their bad behavior most of the time. And all of that negative causes just can't bring down happiness. They bring in down suffering. When we say we love to be success, when I say I love to be success, if you look at me, I don't trust myself, don't trust what I'm saying. You look at what I'm doing. When I say I love to be success, yeah, everybody can say so. I love to be success. I love to be a successful lady. I love to be a successful gentleman. But don't trust that. Look at what I do. Did I put my ego aside to learn, to improve myself? Did I work hard? Did I come to a successful man or a successful lady to learn, to serve him and to learn from him? Did I do that? Did I learn and then did I practice what I learned? And during the time I practiced, I found I did so many mistakes. Did I change my mistake? Did I change it? Or I keep going to repeat the mistake all the time? Did I do that? When I say I like to become a successful lady, yes, okay, good. Did you put your ego aside to learn to become success? Did you practice it? During the time you took action, you did many mistakes. Did you change it? Did you keep yourself closer and closer to the target to be success? Did you? Okay. Many people like to become a Buddha. Many people like to say, I like a happy life. Did they put their ego aside? Did they practice the kindness? Did they practice love and kindness? Did they practice bodhicitta? Did they practice emptiness?
because that's emptiness, bodhicitta, love and kindness are the causes to bring happy life. Yes, you say you like happy life, but did you practice that? No. When we say we like to have a happy life, or like we say, I like to have a successful life, it costs nothing to say that. So don't judge that person. Look at what they do. Look at what they do. The Buddha said we have 5 physical organs: eye, ear, nose, tongue, and body. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, and body. We have suffering or we have happiness. They come from through these gates. The first gate is eyes, the second gate is ear, the third gate is nose, the fourth gate is our tongues, and the fifth gate is our body. Happiness or suffering always come from these 5 gates. How we guard it. Something happened in front of your eyes. If you use your ego to behave with that sense, it brings us suffering. If we use love and kindness, if we use sympathy, if we use compassion to look at the sins with our eyes, it's going to bring us happiness. That's the law. The ear. The second gate is the ear. When we hear something, we hear the sounds. If we hear with the wisdom, if we hear with eagerness, if we hear with our sympathy, with our understanding, the sound is just the sounds. But if we hear with our judgment, if we hear with our ego, if we hear with our anger, the sound turns to the noise. So happiness and suffering, they come to our mind with these 5 gates. The Buddha said so. Suffering also comes to this gate. Happiness also comes to this gate. But the difference is what we use to welcome the external world. If we use our ego to welcome external world gives us the sense of suffering. If we're going to use our bodhicitta, if we're going to use our love and kindness, if we're going to use our compassion to behave with the external world gives us happiness. The Buddha said so in many suttas, in many sutras, in many teachings. Today, we hear the very terrible accident in Myanmar and Thailand. What happened if it happened with us? If we practice compassion, if we practice calmness, if we practice wisdom, the death coming, we say, hello, I'm ready to go. It's very good. And if we're not prepared, the death comes. Please don't come to me. Can I have another 10 years or something? But another 10 years come, we're still not ready. We still say, can I have another 5 years or something? So, I'm so happy today I can share with you the core teaching of the Buddha, the target of our life. That's a bodhicitta, that's the 4 immeasurables. I like to invite everybody every day. We have few moments to pray for the death in Myanmar and Thailand.
And also I like to invite everybody, keep going to practice bodhicitta, keep going to practice the four immeasurables. The difference between the happy person and unhappy person is the practice. The only difference is practice. The more we practice, the more we have happiness. If we not practice, happiness is just in the paper. Happiness is never in our life. So I like to invite everybody to practice bodhicitta, to practice the four immeasurables, to practice egoless in our life as much as we can. And during this week, I like to invite everybody sharing your prayer to the victims of the earthquake in Asian countries. Okay? Okay, so yeah, that's it for this week. I'd like to invite everybody to the dedication. If you want to have any question, like Sister Joy last week, I'd like to invite everybody to join our group, and you put your question there. And I try my best to share with you in Dharma. You register your phone number with Sister Joy, and then we like to invite everybody to come to our Dharma group, and we learn from them. Okay, dedication. Whatever merits I have accumulated through virtuous action, may it become the cause for the enlightenment of all beings. May all beings be free from suffering, and may they achieve Buddhahood. Thank you.